Last night, there were state troopers everywhere. They were ordered into the area by Governor Busbee. The troopers spent most of the night riding through black and white neighborhoods. 3 troopers to a car, 2 cars traveling together. Mostly, they just broke up small groups of residents who gathered outside their homes and near the Johnson County Courthouse. There was one reported shooting. A 23-year-old white man said someone fired at him when he drove through a black neighborhood. A doctor said the man did have a shoulder wound from either a small bullet or broken glass, but he wasn't hurt seriously. Some 12 or 15 people, almost all blacks, were picked up by police during the night and brought to the county jail. Several guns were confiscated, including some shotguns. But Sheriff Roland Attaway says no one was arrested.
They were detained, a file card was made out on them, and their guns was left at the sheriff's office, and they were asked not to come back uptown to cause any violence, and they were told to come back in a month, and we would talk to them again.
Can you give us an idea what kind of atmosphere there is in the town right now?
The atmosphere is not too bad right now. It was pretty hostile the first part of the evening, but the atmosphere has cooled off considerably since 7 or 8 o'clock. Really.
This morning, Wrightsville was quiet. Miller's restaurant did its normal brisk breakfast business. The Johnson County High School was reopened today after being closed yesterday, but it was far from business as usual here. State troopers guarded each gate to the school to make sure there was no trouble and to keep out anyone who didn't belong. Many more parents drove their children to school than is usual, and rather than allow students to gather outside before classes began, they were ordered to report to their homerooms immediately. A teacher stood at the front gate handing out warnings that said disruptive students would be dealt with severely.
Take it and read it, go straight to your homeroom.
Every student received one, including the state's top high school football player, Herschel Walker, who is a senior here. And so Wrightsville is peaceful again, but the problems that started all this remain. Black leaders say the demonstrations will continue, and the sheriff says he still won't meet with the people he calls outside agitators. From Wrightsville, Dennis Kauff, Action News.